Inheritance tax. Now when you pass away, the first 325,000 you pass on goes tax free. If you're in a couple, the second person dying, 650,000 can go tax free or as a tax break. Okay, right, I'm going to assume for simplicity that your own residential house and its equity and cars and your stocks and other stuff all got used up in the allowance, just to make it simple. So we can compare apples with apples, so let's assume that happens, and let's go back to the earlier scenario where John paid off his mortgage, and so he spent the last 20-30 years being taxed a lot extra income tax. But what else happens to him? Now, here's what happens. He's got a £1 million portfolio. When he passes away, no debt on it. So the government come along and they say, John, or John's kids, whoever inherits it, you've got 40% tax bill on this, and you need to pay that £400,000 in the next 12 months roughly. Now, unless his kids are genius, he didn't predict when he was going to die. So let's say he dies in a flat market or a falling market. So now the kids have got a year to sell some of the stuff off and pay the tax bill. They end up selling to someone like me that offers them 15 to 20% less than it's worth. He's worked his whole life to build this pot up further. You give this to his kids, they sell it for 100,000, pay the bill, and end up with about less than half of 500,000, less than half of 500,000 pounds. If we go back to Colin in his example, because he didn't pay the mortgage down, so his income tax efficient, and he's got a £1 million pot. So they've got £750,000 of debt on it. Remember, this isn't a problem for him because it's a good debt. Somebody else is paying for it and it's making him money on top. We're making him £200 a month each. And if he's got 9 of them, that's £1,800 a month. 25 grand a year, he's happy as roses. When he passes away, the 40% tax is charged only on the equity. So 40% of £250,000, their bill is only 100,000, not 400,000. I know which bill I would rather have for my kids. This stuff is amazing. By the way, I'll show you how to make that about £10,000, but I can't do that now. It'll take longer, and you don't even want to be paying that either. Okay, does this make sense so far? So from the two principles, we're income tax efficient, capital gains tax efficient, and inheritance tax efficient. However, we're now really tax efficient, but where's the profit?